All right, time to start dismantling. On a big project like this, I highly suggest bagging and labeling your bolts. These came off easy because I've already replaced these bolts before. Here's the OG hood bolts, or a couple of them, very crusty. They were barely installed when I got the truck, so they were only installed up to there. So all of this is heavily corroded on each one of them. So I just want to hang out new ones. But the first thing you need to do if you're going to replace a bolt, especially a hood bolt, you need to figure out which hood they're from. Because if you get one and it's coming from a different hood, well, you'll see. Hey, cuz, you ain't from my hood, fam. Oh, nah, you running up on my block, fam. What up, bruh? You better check yourself before you break yourself. And that right there is why you gotta make sure you know which bolt the hood comes from. Otherwise, you're just gonna end up with a bunch of broken bolts, and it's not fun for anybody. I'm not very well versed with standard sizes. But I have figured out a lot of stuff is either 9/16 or 7/16. Or maybe not. Oh, what? Look at this. I just found a wrench. Drop forged steel. I can't see what that says. I think this one's 1/2 inch. Oh yeah. Off camera, I lubed down pretty much every bolt I could see. Come on, give it back. There we go. You might be thinking, why don't you have somebody else out here? Because you're gonna drop that door whenever you get all the bolts out. Well, first off, it's 20 degrees today, so there's no getting out to where I live. Yesterday it was -1. So, with that being said, you can't stop me. All right, I removed all the nuts that were holding the seat in underneath. This seat is not in bad condition. I'm gonna just go ahead and bite the bullet. I don't know who the hell's biting the bucket, but I'm gonna bite the bullet and just drill these out because I already know they're not gonna come out. Oh yeah, boy. Now I just gotta disconnect it from down here. All right. Well, I had to use an angle grinder. The pin that goes through here was seized, and there's 2 more little pins in there, and I tried to remove them to take it as an assembly, but those were also stuck, so I just grinded this off and accidentally broke that. But I don't think I'll be using this anyway, so. I don't think I've said it, but today is Christmas Eve. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but it's a white Christmas. First one in like 10 years, I think. So here's my Xterra. It's the 01. I got a supercharger swap kit, or a couple of them, and I'll probably make that a video one day, me doing a supercharger swap on it. I just refreshed the front end, but right now I'm gonna focus on the 320, try to get that on there, and we'll do this, man, sometime next year. All right, I got it jacked up, but since we're already on this side, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the cab mount bolts that I can see. Let's see how hard these are to remove. Apparently not very. I feel like something's moving up top. That's just how I feel. Hello. Well, that's one way to remove it, I guess. All right, since that body mount bolt didn't come out very easy, I sprayed the other one down that I could see, and I'm gonna tackle these fenders now. Oh yeah. Alright, looks like I've got a little bit more access now. I'm gonna be able to use a real screwdriver. Yeah, buddy. I wasn't so worried about damaging this anyways, because I have a different one that's in a lot better condition than this one. This one will be a wall hanger, so. That's weird. This is black behind here, but this isn't. I got a bad feeling about these carriage bolts. That one broke off. Now it looks like there's some kind of situation with this. A bolt behind here. Wow. You like that right there? They're ratcheting screwdriver action. Oh yeah. I got a bad feeling I'm about to drill these out too. Oh no, step drill, what are you doing? Yeah, this is bad anyway, so I don't feel bad about drilling this shit out. Oh, say, can you see? All right, it is the day after Christmas now, and it snowed again. I ran into town and got an oscillating tool to cut some of those fender bolts. But last night, I noticed my mineral block was gone. And checked my little camera, my deer camera there, and a damn coyote stole my mineral block. I ain't never seen nothing like that. But anyways, roads are pretty bad. Went and Borrowed my brother's oscillating tool and got me a new drill. The one I had, I just didn't like it very much. Time to upgrade. And I got some Home Depot gift cards for Christmas. So I got some metal cutting bits. So let's get to it. All right, so these are the bolts I was talking about. Apparently, the nuts on the other side of them are impossible to get to because they're caged in. I'm not exactly sure how they even tighten them to begin with, but nevertheless, all the forums say to just tighten them until they break, and if not, using the oscillating tool. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Broke one. That one already got loose, so it's not tightening up. I'll probably have to use an oscillating tool on that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and tackle these other ones. All right, I got them all drilled out. I was able to hold the bolts and drill them out. So now it's time to figure out what in the world else is holding this fender on. Because there's still something. Yeah. And as you can imagine, there's not much help online for these. Woo! Okay, so there was like this strip of glue. Some of that holding these two pieces together. Man, they were really worried about this fender coming off, I'll tell you that. Jeez Louise. Yeah, boy. Victory. Victory at last. This is a lot of work just to remove some bolts. I got a Milwaukee Extreme Metal. And it cuts through it, not very fast, but it cuts through it, so. It was the only bit for an oscillating tool that said it cuts bolts, so it does. I've already broke most of it off. Good thing I bought a 2-pack. I guess I'll tackle this other body mount bolt while I'm right here and already mad. I slipped and went straight through the floorboard. Yeah, this thing is actually pretty rotted. You don't really see it until you start moving all the dirt and shit around. Son of a gun. How's that? Yeah. Man, I gotta come up with a better solution to doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the other side because I've already done everything on this side. Fender, door, all body mount bolts on this side that I can see at least. And then once I'm done with that, I'll come back and we'll take his dash out. Probably the steering, I think, needs to come out. And then we're ready to pull the cab off. I don't know if I'm gonna weld in braces in here so there's no body flex. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Just depends on what solution I come up with as far as pulling this cab up. I don't have a lift yet, so that's not gonna be possible. It'd come in handy for sure right now. But I think maybe some kind of chain system on the rafters. I have access to one of them A-frames I could use to pull it, but then I had to go get it, and that's just a lot of work. It may be easier to find a solution that I can just do here. So we'll go ahead and knock this side out. All right. This didn't take near as long. because I've already done it once. I got all the cab bolts out. There's one right there. This one, it was rounded off. So I just cut the rest because that was all that was holding on to it. This cab mount was already rotted out. So that one's disconnected. That one right there. And then here's the issue with why you can't get to these is there's no way to access them. Don't know how they put them together from the factory. Maybe they just tacked them on, and whenever you go to loosen them, the weld breaks, and then you're sitting there spinning. On this side, I was able to just tighten them up until they snapped off. They actually tightened up quite a bit before they snapped off, so that was kind of weird. I thought the nut behind it was spinning, but it wasn't. They just wasn't tightened all the way. But it took a lot of effort to do that, but it was a lot easier than drilling them out or using the oscillating tool. This is the glue kind of thing that's attached right here and right here, and that's why it was still stuck even with all the bolts removed. But yeah, I just used a ratchet instead of an impact, and I think that's what I was able to get these to break without spinning the nut in the back. So next is the dash and the steering, so I can start on it next. Oh. Jeez Louise, how small of a screwdriver do you need in here? Y'all didn't see that. $15/16, cool. She moving a little bit. I have no idea what that was. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's disgusting. Another pop tab. All right, I took some bolts out from the engine bay, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm at. Ow. Hey. Getting somewhere. I'm trying to feel for bolts behind here. It's fucking disgusting. So we got these style nuts that hold this in, I think. Yeah. I guess it didn't have one up there. so all the other bolts, there's gonna be 2 up here, and then 1 parallel to that over there, which I already got out. I had to do a lot of shit to get it out. The nut behind it, that's in the same enclosed location for the fender bolts. Also, the nut started spinning on that side. It came out on this side, but I had to fight it on that side. So we got 2 more bolts, which I can't get this glove box open, so that's gonna suck trying to get to those bolts, or I'm gonna have to try to break into this glove box. Oh gosh, all I smell is mouse urine. Ugh. Yeah, that's why I didn't. So, gummed up and stuck. I guess that's the column shifter. That's cool. Every single nut, bolt, screw is so rusted on this thing. Honestly, unbelievable. I've been dealing with rusty Datsuns for a long time, and this thing actually doesn't look that bad, but once you start taking stuff apart, man, it's rough. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Well, that's the dash out. Time to start on the steering. All right, I think just disconnecting this shaft will be the easiest way. This is what I'm gonna go for. I don't know if this is like splined or, but we're gonna find out, I guess. Oh, that's easy. Oh. There we go, maybe. Huh. I put the steering wheel nut back on. I think that's why it's not coming out. Oh. I don't know how this is supposed to come out, but Alright guys, I ended up cutting that inner shaft. When I looked it up, there was no easy way to remove it without damaging it anyways. And I wasn't planning on using it, so I just went ahead and cut it with an angle grinder. So now, as you can see, the cab is ready to pull, and that will be the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the next one.